Okay, just a real quick recap. We have made our way through the carnival, figured out our names, and now find ourselves down in the clown catacombs, heading down into the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Riker.
I'm Elon,
And I'm Giggles.
and we all hate you.
I sit there holding a torch. I'm like, well, better down, or we better go down.
We're going down. We're
Do you
going
need
down.
some more light?
Do you have more light for this catacomb?
And you see Giggles shakes a little bit, and you hear the shh, and all the bells just glow with a kind of a red hellfire
course they do.
glow.
Of course they do. Nothing surprises me anymore. With Giggles.
I hate to
Riker's just
admit
giving
him.
up on life.
I hate to admit it, but I hate him less right now.
Next, he's just gonna pull on his tongue, and
Don't give.
No, that's a chemical weapon. You pull on the tongue,
With
but
my
never
modern age knowledge, like, are you just a walking, talking Geneva? Like,
No, those are Geneva suggestions.
how do you know what? Okay,
I've already started walking forward.
Giggles, can you take us further down into this? I have to figure out what's at the bottom of this.
Oh, yes. I know these catacombs very well. My cousins live here.
I don't need to know that.
With that, you do get a quick flashback of the entire catacombs. So Giggles now knows the entire map out of these catacombs.
And he's just skipping along, occasionally like stopping and doing little twirly dances and like rolling himself over.
I'm following Riker.
There's only one part of these catacombs that Giggles is not familiar with, and that is there's one branch. One goes down where you initially came from into these catacombs, and the other goes somewhere else.
That's the dark place. Don't remember it.
The dark place. I'm even more terrified now.
That's where we need to go. That's where we have to go.
As you guys kind of walk
I
past,
wish you were
Giggles
right.
is just admiring himself in one of the images of the Giggle Legion. He just sees himself in one of the clowns that are currently sleeping.
All right.
He's just admiring himself.
I'll go
Riker,
first.
you could stop at this point. I'm gonna like.
Which branch are you heading down?
The one we don't know.
The one he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel the air actually starting to get cooler.
Ooh.
It was a bit warm, but now it's starting to cool down a bit.
I just have Dante's Inferno like going through my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Except for with clowns.
Somehow it works.
Except for with clowns. You know.
We've already
You know, the
sublimated
13
betrayal in
rings
the
of
air.
hell. The 14th ring is clowns.
Yeah, we were.
I mean, looking as you're going down, it's more terrifying because again, Giggle's face is painted completely blue with like the most hot pink lipstick and mascara around his eyes.
I'm
And now
realizing
he's
you-
got.
I'm realizing you didn't describe this earlier.
I did, and then then he has this kind
We
of
did.
fiery hellfire glow just dancing around him as he's skipping down.
Okay.
This is getting-
And at this point, you all flash back to having walked down this hallway before.
Was
Ooh.
Giggles with us, or was it the fair lady who was with us?
It was probably the lady.
Okay.
Although I will say that Giggles probably wasn't able to act the part entirely, and so she probably was occasionally chuckling as you got closer and closer to wherever you were going.
Ooh, okay.
Did we
and-
actually like? Did we notice that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little uncanny, and it doesn't. It makes my side eye with Giggles even like more profound.
There's just daggers now.
But as you
I'll kill him when I'm done. I'll kill him before I leave. I'll kill him before.
eventually, as you keep walking down this hallway, the whole world just kind of seems to twist. And you actually find yourselves back in that subterranean grotto that you flashed back to.
We've made some
Alright.
progress.
I just kind of like ready myself because we know this is where shit went down last time.
Yeah.
And so I'm like looking at my hands like, can I hold fire? It's like I'm very tentatively like checking it out. Like,
And
I'm a little
a
too
flame
scared of it.
produces in your hand.
okay, that's cool. That's
Hey, you got one of my abilities.
what?
And he rubs his hands again and goes, and you just see little flames pop up.
Ta-da!
My flame. I extinguished the flame.
I thought fire would kill clowns, but now that's ruled out too because they could.
Oh
just
no, we
cr-
bathe in them quite frequently.
Yes.
I like palm my right butt cheek again. I really missed my gun.
Okay. Now, as you guys walk into this grotto, once again, you're able to see from the light of these luminescent crystals. You hear this sing-songy voice say, "Welcome back."
Do we recognize the voice?
Mother?
Yep, from your
From the
flashback.
very first flashback, the deal has been made.
It's the same voice from The Deal Has Been Made.
Yep,
Ooh.
Oh,
it's the same voice as this very elegant, beautiful lady walks out. Definitely not human.
Don't recognize her?
You don't recognize her visually,
Right.
but she keeps talking in that same sing-song voice that you heard earlier. So what brings you back?
we don't rightly know.
I'm here because I'm trying to get home. And I believe we came here originally for me to get such an ability to go back to my time.
So your
Unfortunately,
memories are starting to return.
you did this to us. You wiped our memories.
Well, you gave them to me.
We gave them to you?
That sounds like something I would do.
That was the deal. You gave me your names, your being, who you are, in exchange for the means to accomplish your goals.
Accomplish our goals. I just get befuddled and kind of walk away from this.
Ooh. I remember why I was hiring you. We were supposed to go down the other tunnel. We made a wrong turn and came down this one instead.
I have like a moment of rage and just like try to just torch him.
You just see like the flames start licking around him, and he goes,
Ooh, I'm illuminating.
And I just like grumble like worth a try.
See, I told you I didn't think fire was gonna work.
Not now, Raker.
Sorry.
Clowns don't burn.
And I go to this like elven ethereal beauty, whatnot. He's like, how is shooting flames? I just do it again. How is that supposed to get me back to my timeline? Because this feels like I'm in like the 1500s when I belong in like the 2000s.
There is so much more to you than you know.
Clearly.
Can you summon butterflies, birds, bats? Ooh,
I go with my
bats.
underhand. Sure, butterflies.
And there are massive butterflies.
Fuck.
Ooh, I can't do that one. That's a great trick.
And I just start thinking of things like bubble.
The biggest bubbles you've ever seen.
I'm just like, Sean.
An image of Sean appears.
Okay, I half tried. Sean. Does the image get stronger or do I actually
Yeah.
spawn? Okay.
I knew it was Sean all along. And I'll go over to the image and be like, why did you kidnap us?
I remove the picture.
It vanishes.
Riker, hold on. That was an image. I can apparently do that.
Oh. Okay.
I just kind of sit down, just racking my head. Like,
Well, how about we go and do the thing I wanted to do?
no.
Why? Hold it.
And
Hold it.
now more memories are coming back to you. Not so much as flashbacks, but just you're starting to remember more about who you are.
Ooh.
Riker.
Remembering your motivations for taking this job.
Okay. So we have a fair maiden who has paid us money. Why would Riker want regenerative growth. Maybe it was sheer panic because he knew he was going to die. So he didn't want to die.
Yeah, somebody close to you had prophesied of your death, and their prophecies have always come true.
Yeah.
So you got scared and wanted a way to cheat death.
Yep. That makes sense.
Also, I'm not having a memory upon like something that's like a very shattered memory, that upon being endowed with this godlike ability, that the panic also sent out just shockwaves that just ravaged over Riker. Doesn't do fucking shit to Giggles.
Of course.
And perhaps in the panic of that moment, as the exchange was occurring, what I wanted was very clear in my mind, and what was clear at least in Riker's mind was just the panic of must survive this, must survive this, must survive this, and the prophecy that played in. So Hugh Jackman was born.
Without the cool bone claws. But yes.
Yeah.
Giggles remembers that there's something in the other part of this catacomb that he desperately wants dead more than anything in the world.
So why would a lady want to become a clown? That is my question.
No. It was an illusion. Chuckles was always Chuckles. He just made
Giggles was
himself
always
look like
Giggles.
a young maiden and offered you the entire wealth of his war chest.
I'm just over in a corner right now, just playing chess with like a
You son of a... I grab Chuckles and I just start punching him. You weren't a girl the whole time?
And you see like Chuckles' face gets like completely dented in because Riker's a pretty strong guy, and you see every time after he pulls it away, like Chuckles' face like kind of fixes itself, but it's always in like a cartoon manner where he's missing a couple teeth. Or
it's
his
like a
nose.
reinflating balloon.
Yeah, his like nose gets bigger or shrinks, or one eye pops out and then comes back in. But
you
it's all
tricked us.
no. I didn't trick. I just lured you in with a false sense of security.
That's called
I entirely intend to pay you. I just
Without-
need your assistance
Wi-
with
without-
doing one little thing.
without taking my eyes off of like, because I'm like psychically like moving all of these chess pieces, but each chess piece is like a different element. Like it's like one it's a knight that's just a solid bubble, and then one that's like marble. I'm just like, what am I now? Like I am Dorothy realizing that I have ruby slippers, but it's just propagation
I will
of
say
thought.
that you guys, when we woke up, Chuckles now remembers that you guys were in his tent. That like the overwhelming gaudy fashion and like all the stuff and the fact
That's
that
why
it
it matched
disappears.
your aesthetic. That's what you said.
And hearing the ruckus.
I'm
of-
just gonna keep on punching you. It's now more therapeutic for Riker to just let out all of his
There
pent up
is
aggression.
money in it for you.
and my that catches my attention. Like I've been like half listening to all of this, and that finally comes out, and I'm just like, it's not about money.
Of course it is. You didn't come in here because you were looking for a hot piece. You came in here because a hot piece offered you a wealth beyond imagination. So, what do you say? You got your super cool powers. Come help me kill a god.
I'm just like staring at my hand, and I just turn it like into a lizard form, and then back into like human form. Like,
Also, madam, who are you?
that's actually the most useful thing you've done since we've got here. What's
Wow.
your name?
I stopped punching you at that point.
You may know me as Alara of the Sealy Court.
I don't know, Alara.
I don't know shit about Alara.
The Sealy Court. They're like the we won't screw you over entirely kind of fae.
I don't know anything about Faye.
I know what it means, like by definition, but this lore is outside of my like 21st century scientific mind. I can't even process what I'm doing to myself right now. Alara, with this power, can I take myself home
With some training
with some training.
and some growth.
What about a super powerful being, their energy being sent through you in a rapid succession?
That would do it.
That sounds painful.
I would not have enough power to do that.
But I know one that does.
In a disheveled loss of like purpose,
I think we have to.
I think we do too.
I think
And at
we
this
have to.
point, like I just take my jacket off and just throw it away, and I just like, and I just snap my fingers and just I get into a much more rugged, like a much looser outfit. Like I'm ready to box, even though I have like no combat training.
Okay.
And I was like,
All right, that was pretty cool.
thank you.
I like the new digs. They suit you.
I'm gonna kill you next. I swear. I swear, my training will be to kill you and then go home.
Let's just go home.
How are you the one calming me down in all these situations? Like no one else is here, but
He got his frustrations out earlier.
Do you want the clown to comfort you?
That is what we're best at.
Let's
We
just-
make people laugh.
I head off in the direction.
Okay.
I am booking it. I am booking it out of this
Wait
town.
up, Brainiac.
I just light my own flame at this point.
Okay.
Wait, I should go in front. Just, nothing personal. I can't die.
I don't know that I can't at this point.
I mean, do you want to find out?
Chuckles just is rolling past you.
I just
All right, whatever. Let's just go. Let's
Okay.
just go.
You make your way back through the tunnels and you find yourself back at that intersection that you took to find that Fae.
We go this way.
lead on.
This
And I
time,
should point out, Chuckles is like reaching behind himself and grabbing his feet from behind and rolling over. So like
I
all
knew
of this
somebody
stuff-
who could do that.
I'm married to
was
someone that can do that. Maybe not anymore. No, wait. When she's trained, yes. I'm gonna roll to just in my mind.
I thought you were going to.
Can
your
I-
character was gonna roll.
I am
Just
not.
like-
Imitating, I am not imitating that buffoon. I'm gonna roll to just mentally. Can I remove Giggles' bells?
okay,
It's an 18.
it's an 18.
Contest.
Yeah, if you want to
Sure.
contest. Otherwise, it just happens.
Oh no.
All of those bells are gone.
I have a smile on my face. I have the biggest smile on my face. Just,
Now, how do they go? Are they like cut
they just
off,
vanish.
or
They just vanish. They vanish from existence, basically.
You know, that won't do.
He reaches down. He pulls out a larger bell. And just like you see him wear it like a hat, where you now hear a thum, thum, thum.
Like I said, nothing surprises me at this point.
I'm so smiling. It's like I have a chance. I have a chance. I just believe now. It's
No.
like
We
there
will never
might-
have a chance. Not against that. Not against that.
Riker's telling me this, and I was like, I have hope in something right now, Riker. So for once, I'm actually gonna ignore you.
All right. That might be fair. Here's my question while Chuckles goes down. Maybe Chuckles is killing this god so he can become one, because I haven't seen anything on his level.
I'm confident in me right now.
I'm glad you are, because I am not confident in anything now. My whole world is upside down, but that's okay.
Riker is from a much more like rules and physics-based world,
Yes.
and he's
I
not
was.
okay with the whole Chuckle situation or
No, I
Giggle
was.
situation.
My
Yeah.
simple wish was don't die.
Yeah.
That was my simple wish.
Dumb wish right now, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. And seeing what you've got. And fearing what Chuckles has got.
Giggles. Yeah.
Giggles.
I
Giggles.
swear his name changes. I literally think he's playing with me because he's called himself Chuckles and he's called himself Jiggles
And
he's-
Giggles.
and Giggles. I'm starting
Okay.
to break.
I mean, you did see 3 specific faces as you walked down on
Yes.
each of the clowns.
Yes. All right, we follow.
Okay, as
the
you
large
continue
bell.
going down this hallway,
Yeah,
it-
sounds like a.
it starts to head deeper down, and it gets darker and hotter.
This is actually exciting me. Good. Start like.
And-
I start acting like I'm like warming myself or stretching, but I'm also doing like weird dumb stretches and almost tripping over myself as I'm going.
As you come out, you see, you thought these catacombs were the Legion. You now see the Legion of clowns.
like thousands.
Yes.
Are they all asleep?
No, they are actually mostly training.
In what?
But it's not combat training, it's clown training.
Of course it is.
You guys walk in on the hellish clown college.
Oh my goodness. Just a bunch of Hong Kong
There's
kids.
you hear a bunch of Hong Kong people spraying each
On-
other with
on,
the
like,
flowers.
yeah.
Molten metal coming out of the flowers.
Yeah, you see them doing like balloon animals
This is my personal
out of
hell.
each other.
This is my personal hell.
And
Can I
A
roll
large-
not to poop my pants right now? All right, I
You-
don't
you
poop
do-
my pants. That is good.
But it does smell like ass.
Yo, yeah.
but you see
Elon, we need to get out of here.
overseeing this college of clowns.
Don't dignify it with that.
Hey,
Infernal
I know
College of Clowns.
I know people who have gone to clown college.
Yeah, but you don't have to dignify them in our
Yeah,
fantasy world.
It's not hell. It's not the actual 13th
But
grade.
overseeing this whole group of training is just in the shadows. You see this large face.
Mhm. Like a super like a
It-
Goliath kind of face or something like that.
Yeah. And it's just like in the background of the shadows, you almost don't register that you're seeing this face.
Is it like kind of shrouded in a shadow or a mist or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Because are we like on a ledge overlooking like the giant, like think of like
Yep.
Elden Ring, like the giant pool of like red, but the pool of red is actually just an army of clowns training.
Yep.
Gross.
Elon, we need to get out of here. I really don't feel good, okay? I said I didn't want to die. I realized that was a bad mistake. I now want to die. I have seen everything.
Now you want to die?
I want to die, please.
And on a whim, I'm just like, okay then. I just, and I snap my fingers like, can I remove Riker from existence?
Okay.
It's a nat 20.
With a natural 20, Riker, you don't remove Riker from existence, but you see his head get removed.
Oh,
And now the body grows a new head, and the head grows a new body. There are now 2 Rikers.
Elon, what have you done? This is way worse. I now see double clowns.
This is amazing. I didn't even know you could do that.
I feel double the things.
I will clarify. Each
Riker
of them
actually shits
are
himself now in
unique
both
people,
pants.
but they are both Riker.
I will try not to poop both my pants. 18 and a 1.
One of them just has this brown stain.
Oh no.
Something smells up.
I see that. I smell. I'm like, okay, I try to like clean that up. Does it work?
Yeah, it
Okay,
does.
good. Okay. Well,
Shall we?
I guess I can't die. I'm sorry I said that.
I'm sorry I tried.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
Why are you sorry? That's a cool trick.
I'm like giving both of them a hug because I feel so sorry that I've inflicted.
It's time.
That's
We're gonna
like
go-
the most
Where-
traumatizing. I love it.
Where are we?
You see
Giggles, where
that
are we?
face in the background there?
It's kind of hard not to notice. It's a little daunting, to be honest.
We're gonna go kill that.
What is that?
Oh my goodness.
That's the master.
That's the. It's not the turtle. It's not Sean. It's. What is it? The master clown spirit or something?
That's the master of clowns.
And you want us to kill your master?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, we kill him. We use the power from him, and put it in you, and then you can both go home. Well, the three of you can now go home.
I hate when you have good ideas. I just want to... Okay, sure. Let's go with. How do we kill him?
With this, and I just like you don't see it, but like I pull on the side of my skin where my clothes are, and I rip off a piece of me that like just pulls out, and you just see an emerald blade with a black metal hilt, and on one side of it is a clown smiling with jagged teeth, and on the other side is a clown frowning with jagged teeth.
This is the Grim Blade.
I actually love this. Like, above table.
It's really
This is
cool.
metal as fuck. I'm gonna get this 3D printed. I swear to God.
That's cool.
It's time for battle.
And you see Giggles spins around, and you see that now instead of like the purple, red, and blue stripes and the black and white, he is now red and black diamonds, and then orange, yellow, and red stripes. His face is where it was once blue is now red, and he's no longer got a
Permanent smile on.
He's got a frown on, and his eyes are glowing with this kind of eerie ghost-like blue, and they kind of smoke. And his jester hat is now a crown of thorns of metal, wrought iron metal. And his bells are jingling, but they are all little tiny flails with little metal things jingling. And he's now also a lot more spindly and long-armed, and he's now 10 feet tall, and he's going,
And I'm just like, Jesus, Jester Christ,
Yes.
what in God's name are you?
I'm Chuck Giggles.
Are you? And because I'm looking out over this army of clowns training in their clown ways, and I'm just like, are you the only one that wants this spirit dead?
Yes. We're going to go and kill the master. And then, once he's all dead, all the clowns will be Giggles.
I look at Rikers,
I don't know, and I don't care. Let's just do it.
granting that I had no.
Both the Rikers.
Both the Rikers just.
He's just like, I'm done. Let's do this. I'm ready to start fighting.
I start flying directly at this face. Just,
Okay, with your now superhuman mind powers, you are able to just like drag yourself through the air as you're flying at this face.
yeah.
and you see
Riker 1 will help Riker 2 start climbing down, and they're just like helping each other. Just two normal humans. You see, you've got like God and like a clown devil, and then just two normal guys just like climbing down the wall.
You see Giggles leap off this little thing, and you see him like splat on the ground and turn into a puddle of mud before like rip back into place.
Giggles is here.
We finally get down to the bottom. Charge! And we just start running and throwing fists.
I just go, because I don't even know what I'm doing. I kind of steal up my body like some Colossus shit from X-Men. And I just go for like a straight punch to the face just to start seeing if we could test the limits of this thing. Is it physical?
Yes, it is.
That's a 16.
With a 16,
bad.
you manage to turn your entire arm to steel as you just throw this punch, and it lands a solid hit. So you see this face in the darkness just reel from your hit.
Let's go.
That's awesome.
And the rest of you, as you are making your way through these clowns, they're not even noticing you. They're so enthralled with their training that they don't even care to look at you.
Rikers are still punching the clowns. They don't care that they are not like getting any attention. They're just going up and sucker punching them and like trying to grab their necks and break necks, but they don't know how to break necks.
I'm just picturing like not losing sight of the main villain, but so closelining them as they're going.
They just hold hands and just start running.
As you hit each one of the other ones will turn to you and just, that was a good one.
Punch the other one.
That was funny.
This is so creepy.
You see Giggles is running through the clowns and like skipping, and you hear that.
Like
They're
a
not
ga-
the
Holy cow.
the
Galloping?
bells. Yeah, the bells are going,
but they sound way worse.
but
now.
they sound like
Like a
clinging
nightmare.
irons. Just but it's
War bells.
yeah, and then you see occasionally like Giggles will get like stop for a minute to take a breather, going. Running is hard. And then just start going again. And you'll see occasionally he'll just grab a clown and rip its head off and throw it its body and just keep bounding towards this thing.
Rikers are like back to back and like swinging. And again, none of the clowns are attacking them, but they don't care. They think they're in the fight for their life. And they're just like, yeah, I got you, brother. Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, you're probably in a bit of a fright for your eyes because again, these are infernal clowns. There's like molten lava coming out of their flowers. The whoopee cushions have actual toxic gas, and they're spewing flames occasionally.
They don't have intent, but they are just
lethal.
Yeah. So as you punch one, it'll like melt your arm off, and you have to take a second to regrow it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. We're good.
But every time you regrow a new arm, and it just looks brand new.
I'm really glad we wished for that, right? Right. Yeah, man. Good. All right. High fives. Let's go.
The most instinct high five that has ever been done.
Just a friggin' like Arnold Schwarzenegger high five. Yeah.
Yes.
oh gosh. Noticing both of them just kind of like trudging their way through. I spawn like 2 basically plasma cannons for each of the Rikers. Like they're about to be like Agent K and
Okay.
or whatever.
Oh
I
yeah.
just spawn that for him and like try to clear out the air around them. And then for Kickles, I'm like, you deserve this, you monstrosity. And I just gift him like a cavalry unit equivalent to his aesthetic.
So it's a horse that looks like a dachshund hound that rubber bands in the middle, and it's just got two giant black horns coming off of it, and you just hear little tassels on its toes, just, and you just hear it boiling, 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 boiling as he's running on its back, just rubber banding up and down on this horse dachshund hound thing.
I regret this immediately. I don't stop it. But
Look what you've done.
in making that, I realized that I'd accessed like either the aesthetic or a little bit of like his mind to just like spawn that for him. And I was
Yeah.
like,
You're starting to become a clown yourself.
You kissed Giggle's mind for just a minute.
Yeah.
I just have a little. Oh God.
Okay. As you are doing that, this face is just going to breathe in as you feel this wind rushing around you. And then it just expels all of this air straight at you.
I got you, brother.
As
They grab each other.
the 2 Rikers manage to grab onto each other, and they stay planted where they are through the strength of their oneness.
Army of 2 over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And then what about the 2 of you?
Giggle's new mount turns sideways, and like its hands, which you didn't notice before, are actually not actual feet. They're actually little spikes.
The
That just-
Dachshund's feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it digs its feet in the ground and turns sideways, and Chuckles sits in it, and you just see it going back.
Rubber. I am actually just struggling with this Air Force or whatnot. Just trying to like shield myself from it because I'm the closest to the face right now, so I'm getting like the initial burst of it, and I'm feeling the limits of at least my mastery right now. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, Okay.
You are
we're-
definitely being pushed back through the air.
Mhm.
Not as far as you maybe would have. Like you don't get thrown all the way against the wall, but you get tossed a good decent distance.
Yeah.
Riker, you're the smart one. Yeah, Riker. What should we do? Also, thanks for these rad guns.
Yeah.
I'm Elon.
Oh, yes, I meant to say.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so caught up in the self Riker.
You're having a giggle moment.
He was talking to himself, trying to talk to
Wait,
me.
Riker, we should talk to Elon. Hey, Elon, you're the smart one.
We need to figure out what's actually going to damage this thing. Because the punch worked. I'm like echoing this down to them. The punch worked. It could take physical damage. Try the cannons.
Oh. All right, on the signal of the clown, I'll go. Right, sounds good. Locked and loaded.
You see, like, Giggles has gone all the way back on this little duck sound that's rubber bound, and then you see him launch forward at high speed, and he goes, "To infinity!"
Seeing all this line up, you're like kind of sensing their countdown, seeing Giggles just flying through the air. I'm like, oh god. Try to wind up like I try to grab like a boulder out of like the sky or something like that. It's like, sure, and just try to like hurl it, try to synchronize like the 3 attacks at once.
As a boulder just materializes in your hands, you think it should be like weighing you down, but you are just holding this thing in the air and you just launch it. And as the 2 Rikers just fire their cannons, all 4 of these attacks hit at once. And tell me, what are you using?
So Giggles just landed with his feet, and as soon as all the other things hit, he pulls out that blade and stabs it into the face of.
As soon
master.
as he sees the Grin Blade, a look of just sheer panic crosses this massive face, this huge clown face. As this is the only thing that can actually kill him.
Figured.
The other attacks hurt and they're annoying, but this means death. And he just starts backing away, starts running from the 2, 3,
Let's
and
go
4
to
of
hell
you.
together.
I attempt to actually like manifest like another Grim Blade, but it actually doesn't take. It doesn't work. It's like, all right, well that's an interesting little
Yeah,
limitation to find.
you get something approximately the same size and shape, but it's not the Grin Blade.
Yeah, like same aesthetic, but it doesn't seem to have the same aura about it.
Yeah.
I just snap it. Shit, what cheap replica is all I can do right now? And I toss it. Seeing him run away, and because the scale of this, it's just a face, like a floating face, right? Or is
As it starts running, you see the body attached to it.
Like it starts to materialize or whatnot.
Yeah.
Right.
This clown is bigger than Bertha.
Was Bertha like 8 feet?
Bertha was approximately 14 feet.
And this thing's what, 20?
Giant. This thing's
Like 23.
big.
23 feet? He keeps one-upping my suggestion.
Like it's gotta
Seeing
be
him start to
big.
run away, I actually just throw a foot down and I just start gargantuaning my own self, basically. It's like, no, bitch.
Oh, kaiju battle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first you went Colossus, and now you're going Ant-Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm all about
yeah.
it. I'm all about it.
Okay.
I gave Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith a career over.
Yeah, yeah. Ready to roll, baby. Both the Rikers are just running up the field with their laser guns. We'll just
Okay, as it's
blasting
just
any
like-
clowns they see, just out of sheer spite.
It's just kind of like shuffling back, like it's on its backside, just like pushing itself away from the 4 of you.
I attempt to like catch it and like restrain it so that
Okay.
Giggles can have. Is Giggles still like attached to it? Has Giggles been thrown off?
Giggles is like, well, let's make a roll to see if Giggles is still attached.
11.
He's barely hanging on there.
Okay.
I've got him on the nose.
The Rikers are trying to catch up, and they'll try to grab onto both of their legs. It's okay, we can't die. And they'll just like grab onto the legs and just like try to hold on.
I want them to like get tossed up and then like get stepped on, but they still stay glued to like.
Probably, yeah. They're gonna
Yeah.
just try to
Just
hold
keep getting
on.
Jurassic Parked, but
Yeah.
they just don't die.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna roll against each other to see if you're able
If the
to
restraint
restrain.
goes, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a 10.
We'll just
it's
beat
a 9. You just barely beat it. As you are like grabbing this thing, it's like flailing against you, and it's a bit slick.
Yeah.
As
I
it
don't
just
wanna
keeps covering itself
yeah.
in this molten lava and like
Gross.
slipping
and it's
out
just
of.
really messing me up here, and
But
I need help here.
You
I need help here.
manage to pin the arms to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you finally manage to get it. So you have it pinned. Where are we going from here?
Giggles is gonna try
Yeah,
and
Giggles has got to
stab it.
finish it off.
Ooh,
We're just
no.
holding on, and we're like getting burned alive by the
He-
lava, but
Giggles
that's fine.
goes to like stab him, and like you see the master like glow slightly, like the face glows white,
Uh-huh.
and you see Giggles goes,
Oh, I guess that's a good point. I don't really want to kill you.
I hear that. Do I hear this?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Are you like on the right and left leg each?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one on each foot,
Yeah.
pretty much, because he's giant.
Riker, one of you get up here. The other one, raise your hand.
All right.
I just will him to become also a giant as well to like, help restrain this son of a bitch.
Yeah, you start just bulking up.
I overdo it. I overdo it.
Yeah. And as the other Riker peels himself off of the foot, he actually tears in half.
That Riker?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Not again.
But he can't die.
Yes.
So once again, the two halves just start regrowing.
This was a
what they're
terrible wish.
missing.
Welcome to the battle, brother. You know what to do. Yeah, man. It's weird. I kind of felt this was going to happen. So let's just roll with it, all right?
Oh.
So the now two small Rikers start climbing up Big Riker. And yeah, so now we've got two of you are really big, helping to hold down
Yeah.
the master of clowns,
The mock.
while
The mock.
Giggles is dealing with some newfound internal turmoil.
My mother never loved me much.
Oh, I was just referencing the
Psychological influence of the godhead over your sight.
Dude, this clown is
Just
getting too real
talking
for me,
about
bro.
the new change of mindset that you just had.
3 layers of therapy. happening.
Holy cow.
I hear this sort of like monologue happening, like these distractions of therapy, basically.
Yeah.
It's like I just like kind of bellow. It's like, Giggles, now is not the time for psychoanalytics. Stab the son of a bitch.
Well, he does make a lot of valid points.
No, he doesn't.
Now
You slapped me. It worked really good that time.
he is now putting off the same glow that the master put off.
Oh, no. Not Giggles.
That changed your mind.
And
so-
my attention, at least in terms of my mental attention, is on the physical restraining of this spirit at this point. Like
Yeah.
I have done what I can, and now it's restraining this spirit that appears to just be limitless in its energy. And so we're on a timer. We're on
Yeah.
a timer.
Yeah, yeah.
So now you have two psychological influences happening externally.
Murder is always the better option.
Yes, I
And
think
they
yes,
are
I-
telling you exact opposites of each other.
"That's a 7 to follow you, or to
my influence for
yeah."
that's an 11.
I mean, murder is fun.
I'm gonna try and stab him again.
Murder the spirit. Murder
12.
the spirit.
You
murder the
do
spirit.
manage to stab him again,
Stab the face of the master clown.
and he is not looking good.
Good.
Chuckles,
As
just do it
he-
again. I believe in you. Yeah, I believe in you too.
As
I don't
Chuckles
know if he can do it, man.
As Giggles goes, as Giggles goes to stab him again, the master actually shrinks down to the size of a normal clown.
Like in a pop or in like a slow
Yeah, just like
shrink?
in an instant, in a pop. He goes down to the
I'm just
size of a
gonna
normal
fall.
clown as the two of you are now holding nothing but air. And
Huh.
he just goes and
go?
he like squeezes the flower on his chest and just sprays this like noxious gas out in front of him as he just starts to run away.
Breathe deep.
From the exhaustion of holding down this clown for what might be minutes, I don't even actually shrink myself. I don't shrink or fix anything. I just end up falling through that noxious cloud and crashing to the ground.
Okay, that does disperse the cloud.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
The wind
Thank you. Thank you.
rushes around by your falling. What are the two of you doing?
Giggles will grab the or the grin blade and still run after the master.
Okay.
Giggles quick. Slice me into 5 more pieces.
That sounds like a great request.
No, you said you can't even slice me.
I was an arm off.
And you just regrow an arm.
Oh, all right. I was gonna carry him.
At the point of exhaustion, I hear this and I just very haphazardly just like do my 5 fingers just
Okay.
to just try to like 5-piece one of the Rikers or both 2 of the Rikers. the two
Let's get a
small
roll
ones.
for that.
Yeah, because one of them is obviously still giant. The other 2 are still normal size. That's an 11.
Yeah, you get 5 different pieces of Riker that are each gonna regrow.
Yes.
And then I pass out.
So now we have
Like
7.
7 Rikers.
7
We'll just start
Rikers.
carrying you. We'll just start carrying you. Hut, 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 hut.
No, because one of them would have
Oh,
regrown
that's
to
right,
be
that's
the
right,
original.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll just grab you and start carrying you. That's why he's the smart guy. We got Brainiac here. We can do it. Come on, Chuckles. All of us together.
The fumes and the exhaustion, because the mental drain from the power is actually finally hitting me, and so I'm just like, thanks guys, and I just like kind of pass out.
No.
Okay.
Giggles begins to bounce and leap, and you see like when he bounces, the ground becomes like rubber, and you see him go "Ba-doing," and then land, and then "Ba-doing," and he's just running after the master.
Wait for us.
Use the jump pads.
I don't know how to do that. Neither do I. Boy, I'm talking to myself a lot.
Self therapy.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're chasing after. We're dragging a giant.
You do have another giant one of you that can just like kind of
That's
shoulder
true.
me. It's
That's
just,
true.
Can we get out of the cave right now?
So yeah, Giggles running after the master to try and leap again with the blade.
Yeah, you get a leap and you stab the blade through like the upper part of his back between the shoulder blades. You realize this isn't quite a killing blow, but you know this, you would have to suck the energy out to get them home before you actually kill him.
So Giggles, seeing as they're still running up, and holding on to him, he's gonna like his hand now is like very large and claw-like. He's gonna stab it into the master, and while the blade is in the neck, you just see him tap the top of the blade, and it opens up, and you see that it's actually like a weird kind of reliquary, and the blood from the master begins to be absorbed into the blade, and Suckles begins to open his mouth very unhinged wide with his fangs, and he begins to absorb the blood.
I will definitely have nightmares. I will definitely have nightmares. This is the worst clown. That's okay. Riker
I will take
pooped himself once. He's immune to it. All right.
I will take partial blame, but not majority of blame for your nightmares going forward is
Yes.
on Michael.
Yes.
I want
Yes.
that to be made very clear.
Yeah, with a small part resting on me for choosing Carnival.
Yes. All right.
Okay, as you are draining this blood and this life force from him, how do you use
Sorry,
this
I
energy?
So as I'm draining him, the energy is like flowing. You see that Giggles is his body is like protrusions of wrought iron are beginning to spike out through several pieces of his body. His onesie is now more and more tattered, and he becomes even more emaciated. His ribs begin to like show even more pronounced, and you see that there's now, instead of like an actual physical body, there's just in the center of his chest a red orb that's just glowing and has like little tiny cracks all over it with pieces of metal tapered on it and like spikes jammed into it. And you see Giggles just goes,
You better hurry. I'm incubating it now.
as he's preparing this orb for you to channel energy to go where you want.
Yeah, we get Elon all the way up, kind of like try to slap him. Come on, Elon. Come on, Brainiac. I know you're in there. Come on.
Here, give him this.
And I just hand you
The
a
big
questionable.
one, the big one is the original Riker that I slapped from earlier. He's like, just to get you back.
Okay, good.
Smacks me.
I hand Riker a questionable liquid vial and say,
Give this to him. It'll wake him right up.
I'm a.
All right, here. At this point, I'll do anything to get this
you see
nightmare
that
over
for
with.
like a brief moment, his entire face changes into an exact replica of Giggles.
Elon, please don't hate me. No, Elon. I'm sorry.
Before going back to himself,
I shake it up,
and you and you feel a lot more like intense.
and I feel the power flowing through me. I look
sorry.
at Giggles, and I say thank you, and then I explode him. And then at that point, I look at Riker, and I go, Where would all of you like to go?
Put me back together, and let's both go home.
Done. And I touch the single Riker now. I was like, take yourself home. And then I just tap myself in the chest where the glow, that orb is now on me, and I tap myself chest, and we both just vanish into portals, basically, just like. And I believe we can call that there.
Yeah.
Well, so you guys all leave.
Yeah, that's definitely not the end of Giggles.
But you see that like
Stop setting him up.
it's not.
as
We've
the
seen
as the
Giggles.
last bit of blood drains from the master onto the floor, you see that the blood coagulates, pools together, and Giggles reforms himself. And you see him just open his mouth unhinged again and eat what's left of the master and the grin blade, and goes and walks out to the army of clowns, resurrecting them all that fail, and goes,
It's time for the Giggle Legion to have its day.
and that's
And
end.
that is the last thing that you see before portaling home.
I don't want us to see any of this, honestly.
We knew who had the last laugh.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
And I want you to know, it upsets me. What you're doing. Thank you all.
Giggles has the last laugh.
He does. Sign off points. Go ahead and starting with Colton as our head DM. Thank you for a great
That was
storyline.
awesome, Colton.
Go ahead and
Well
plug.
done.
Go ahead and Colton started with the plugging and the signing yourself off.
Yeah, Colton Mayo, the Warbeard DM. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. If you are going to be in Utah at FanX, I will be running games there. Actually, that probably would have passed by the time this gets posted.
This is likely to be in February, actually. I
Yeah.
believe so.
Then we'll see.
If you saw Colton at FanX,
Find us at the tavern.
yeah, if you saw me at FanX, great.
yeah. Where else could they find you regularly? Like
You can find me regularly at the We Geek Together Tavern. I'm there most days of the week.
Fantastic, Michael.
Yeah, Michael Overby, also known as the Black Stag GM. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, several other places. And I too will be at FanX, but I will also be at the Life, the Universe, and Everything, which has been around the time that this will go out. So if you're there, say hi.
Fantastic.
And you can also find me at the We Geek Together Tavern, Mondays and Wednesdays.
Andrew.
I gotta say, I had a blast. Thank
Thank
you for helping me with my clown trauma. But you can find me at We Geek Together, and we're trying to set the world record for the biggest game of D&D in April, the Dead Wars. So come check that out.
And yeah, we should be good to actually have this one. If anything, I'll make sure this one comes out long before April. 'Cause you guys,
Hopefully.
well, you guys also managed to like do an initial Guinness World Record break not too long ago for the biggest D&D game, correct?
Yeah, that was this last April we did it, and we're trying to beat it again.
Fantastic.
1,227.
Right? Yeah,
Fantastic.
we're looking for 3,000 for this next game.
Jesus Christ.
Be
I
there.
have been your host, Aaron Solomon. Thank you all for watching, and we will catch you all on our next 3 Dams and a Tale adventure.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys.